pull out the Joker. That's pretty interesting. You know, that's a character that I feel like we all know that's pretty good. We saw what MKLeo was able to do with it. Obviously, Mars has also been kind of picking up that character as well, but didn't know that he had one in the background. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to get into this match right now. Niko and Louis Money. Now, this could go to a Game 5 because this is Mr. BO5 over here, man. He makes it there.
There's a lot of best of 5. We're going all the way. Feel like more and more sets are going the distance as we continue through Ultimate. The big thing here is that Niko is playing with some regional pride. He's actually from Houston, #1 in Houston, if I'm not mistaken. He was playing for the great state of Texas. He had an incredible comeback against SkyJ earlier with a double fair into finishing touch. We'll see if he's able to convert that fire into a top 8 performance. Right now, Louis Money kind of stepping on it.
Yeah, Louis Money really not giving him any space to work with yet, but hold on. He's kind of finding his way back in here. Louis is going to get back to the stage. Does have to be careful of the limit. It has been quite some time, though, so Niko's going to have to use this relatively soon. Maybe just a Blade Gleam. Just kind of get something going. Goes for the cross slash, nobody home, but doesn't get punished.
And Niko, we were watching him earlier. He'll sometimes sit on that for quite a while. Sometimes he'll Blade Beam at the ledge, but he really seems in tune with how to use it in a particular matchup. Was using it a lot against Bayonetta because she couldn't snap to the ledge. So we'll be able to see how he adapts to it. Excellent down air there to actually catch Louis Money on the grab. And now Niko with a slight lead.
Yeah, Niko. I mean, that's the thing about Palutena's recovery, too. It seems like everyone has a much easier time catching her on a 2-frame once she teleports back to the edge. So good stuff to him. Oh,
so that's
I probably didn't think he had that as quick as he was going to get it. So immediate baby. I mean, if he jumped, though, would have thought he was a genius.
Right, if that was a full hop, that would have been quite a catch, but yeah, not quite yet.
Well, yeah, one of the things to be careful about, too, is when you have a nearly full limit bar, sometimes the Clouds will like to keep it that way so they get it on hit.
Right. Oh, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it seems like he didn't realize, either he didn't realize it was that quick or he was just trying to get the quickest Blade Beam that he could. Either way, doesn't seem to hurt him too much. He is down on a percentage, but not on stock by any means. 173, and he's still living. Dash attack 2, there it is.
I love that landing with the forward air. It didn't really put him in a bad spot. It was more the roll after, feeling like he needed to get back to center. But still, Louis Money is going to rack it up with these Palutena strings. He actually does not opt to turn it around. Sometimes you'll see Palutena's kind of reverse it and go the other way. Guess he just wanted him off stage more. Might have just been a misinput too. But right now, Luis just going crazy on Niko off on the right side. He's got to fight his way back to the stage. Going to have to expend that limit. How's he going to get up? Aggressive.
Yeah, he got off the ledge, but I think you see there exactly why Louis Money was opting for offstage play rather than damage. He ended up getting it on the ledge trap.
Yeah, and I mean, I think he might have been able to expend that a little longer, getting the platform involved, but yeah, he seemed to get a lot going from just pushing Niko off stage. So no real. Way out here. Does manage to make it back though. Sometimes going low against Cloud could be optimal. He does have limit very close though, so he might have been able to just charge and get it back anyway. But that limit is still there. It is.
Yeah. Now Luis not even concerned. Niko rolling right into that grab, and you're going to see that a lot. I mean, Niko keeps opting for these roll-ins, trying to get past Luis, and Luis is always ready for it. It feels like one of those things that feels so safe even at the top level, and it kind of defines a lot of players. You're going to see that from Zamba a lot in a little bit. Players that want to get in, get a little bit more aggressive. They can sometimes opt for that. Love that trumpet to the back air, though. It's one stock apiece.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot from Clouds, the way they use the up B startup to grab the ledge there. It's a really well-disguised trump.
I think just in general, too, you don't really get to see too many trumps like that as often as you used to see it, in Smash 4 because of how much you can kind of directionally influence yourself if you're ready for it. But if you get a quick one like that, yeah, you'll still get that great positioning for that back air as Niko found. So this game's kind of whittling down, to the wire here as we have a little over 3 minutes left on the clock, but, still a lot of gameplay left.
I think Luis is especially good at the last stock. That seems to be something that he really hones in on. If he played every stock like it was his last stock, I think he'd go super far in these tournaments, and he might be able to do it today if he's able to hold on to this one. We'll see if Niko has it in him to take this one off. You might see a wild up smash. He was doing a lot of that in bracket earlier, but, oh, geez, the back throw is going to do it. Limit's almost there. Doesn't even need it. There's the down tilt into back air. Luis puts one on the board.
Yeah, that's how you do it, man. Very quick, very good awareness right there from Luis to know that he's going to try to air dodge to the ledge, scoop that up with that down tilt, and then immediately finds that back air for the finisher. First game going to Luis. Niko, obviously not a bad run at all. In fact, it actually took him quite some time to even get off that first stock, so he clearly knows, how to live. It's just unfortunately got hit with that little combination right when it needed to happen.
Yeah, I think that was a good call on the up smash. So, if Niko's big calling card in his upsets yesterday were back air on shield, catch roll with up smash, definitely keep an eye on that if we get another close game here.
One thing that I was noticing too is that Niko really likes this stage. You'll see that. Don't know if he's going to be counter-picking too much. We might get 5 games here if it does end up going to game 5. The jump is down. Yeah, there it goes. The edge guard. He got the limit, but a little bit too low. And Luis finding a way to punish Cloud off stage, which easier said than done, honestly. I feel like a lot of people aren't able to get Cloud in those kind of situations.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they say about all the bad recoveries in this game, right? You know, just put them on stage, but this game's like, it's kind of lenient on you getting back to the stage anyway, so.
Unless you're Mac.
Yeah.
If you're Mac, maybe.
Yeah, but it's, you know, there's a whole compilation of Macs, I think so.
That's
the whole
true.
compilation of Macs are recovering now, so, but yeah, it's just sometimes it's not as easy as it looks, but Louis Money definitely kind of did that first edge guard, very textbook.
Yeah, Luis is starting to kind of feel like he's, I don't know, pulling away slightly if you look at the percents and the stocks. And one of the prevailing themes that we've seen throughout this event and throughout these game 5s and best of 5s is players that have just a little bit more gas, players that are able to just not use all of their tricks and all of their energy in the early games and then really pull it out as things go on. Niko was actually one such player in his sets yesterday and today, but now Luis just, I don't know, man, something's different.
Yeah, he's kind of running all over him, but at the same time, this is kind of what it looked like when Niko made that comeback too. SkyJ had this type of lead, and he was able to make that comeback too. So at this point in time, I'm always it ain't over till it's over type deal. It does look, if you're a betting man, I would, you know, understand why you bet on Luis, but gets the back here, has to expend the limit to get back, but still finds the kill, so it doesn't matter.
This could be an issue. Yeah, we're going super deep. Watch a footstool or something. When you go that low, it's very scary, but 94%. And the issue here is that Cloud doesn't really have the strings to do like 0 to 50, 0 to 60, like a lot of other good characters in the game. Yeesh! Gets a parry on the cross slash into a forward air. That'll do it. Yeah, Cloud doesn't have like the guaranteed, you know, 50, 60 strings that a lot of other characters in the game have. He's going to have to consistently win neutral again and again with stray hits, and it's just hard to do when you're that far behind.
Yeah, Louis Money, I think, though, is just really good at this matchup. I mean, I was looking back into their history. Louis Money doesn't have a ton of history against Clouds, but I looked at his history against Spargo. They played a couple sets, and the way that their counter-pick wars work out is Spargo is not trying to play Palu Cloud. He's trying to either get Fox Cloud or Palu Aegis, right?
Sure.
And so Louis Money is showing just how good Palu can be in this matchup. You get below Cloud as he's recovering, you get that early edge guard, it looks real good for her.
Yeah.
Well, you've got the aerials and you've got the specials, right? Like you've got, you know, explosive flame or auto reticle, and both of them, while not great in a vacuum, could be super disruptive depending on where Cloud is specifically off stage. So we're gonna see some neutralers here. And Niko does have a Sephiroth, did play that a little bit earlier in a losing effort against Lima. Obviously, he's opted for the Cloud for the potential final game, and now he's popping those up Bs.
I was going to say, yeah, if he doesn't win this one, we might not get a chance to see that at all, right? But I assume if he does win this, he's probably going to stay very confident on his Cloud and expect to get a little further in this set with him. But as of right now, you know, loses the limit, not the greatest spot to be losing that to. He's at the edge, doesn't have any limit, and definitely would not be able to charge to get it anytime soon. So,
bad spot to be in. You can see that down tilt just. Okay, I think Luis realized. I think he went out there and he's like, wait, I don't need to do anything. And thank God he did that, because if Niko just popped that climb hazard, maybe they were both going down.
Yeah, kind of stepped back right there. Didn't have to hit him again, didn't want to give him another chance or any more limit. And with the air dodge, yeah, he wasn't going to be able to charge that late anyway. So, still, though, got some good damage onto Luis, but, okay.
I think finding the kill is going to be hard. Obviously, you know, you've got back air at the ledge.
Oh,
yeah! Caught him dodging.
Now, Niko has definitely been giving that dodge up quite a bit, too.
Right.
That same dodge earlier got blown up with the down tilt into the back air, but this time just straight up down air to oblivion, and now he's on his last stock one more time. Louis Money really showing you that Palutena definitely has hands in this matchup.
He was holding on to that for a while, too. You're positive that he was watching the recovery come in. He's like, all right, well, I'm going to punish this at some point. What better point than game 3? There is that up smash from Niko, but that's what I'm going to talk. What I was talking about is, like, it feels difficult for him to land the killing blow unless it's stage dependent. You know, if he's on the left or right, finally, climb has
yeah, there's the uppy. But I think the big issue here is that a lot of what Niko does is dependent on you being afraid of these low minus frame hits on shield, right? And yeah, he hits your back air. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Louis not scared. That's so key against Cloud.
He's playing with some confidence, you know what I mean? We always know Luis to be playing that way, but I don't know. Luis doesn't ever feel shaky to me. He never feels worried or concerned, and I think that that's really core to his gameplay.
Oh, okay. You know, tried to go for it at the very least. Does not. Oh, okay, but everybody going for their down airs. Only going to get the soft spot of that, and maybe can make something happen. A good air dodge to preserve the limit.
Yeah, it really does feel like Cloud's comeback factor is frame cancel fair into another fair for Spike. Yeah, you need that right now for Niko.
Yeah, 158 too. I mean, he's on his last stock. He's not even gonna loses limit. Can't even get that that damage if he was able to find any type of limit move.
His real kill options are, the limit cross slash at the ledge maybe, but it's so telegraphed. The guy's glowing blue. There it is. Dash tech gonna ring out, and that's a 3-0 for Luis. Just kind of, I don't know. Sometimes you see matches like that at the beginning of top 8s where somebody just kind of runs over,
Yeah. I mean, it was like, when I talked to Luis earlier, he was definitely like, yeah, I mean, I was like, who do you have to play first? Second's Niko. Didn't feel like there was any pressure on him at all. And with the way that he played, that's exactly what I feel like. He played like as if, yeah, I mean, this guy's not going to beat me. I'm going to play with full confidence. I know this matchup well. I'm just going to handle my business.
Yeah, Louis